I just don't understand how it happened. Seriously? Explain it again.
I was playing with my kazoo, and I don't know. I just...
You swallowed a kazoo?
It's not that funny.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right.
Thank you. Did you?
Never mind.
Hey everyone, I'm Cassandra.
Hi everyone, I'm Kim.
And welcome to Central Kids TV. This week we're talking about friendship, when we take a look at one of the most important things to keep a great friend. And Kim, what is friendship?
It's using your words and actions to show others you care.
Great. Kim, what are you doing?
Well, I'm just playing some music. I love the drums and I love music, and I love having musical instruments everywhere. I mean, we have them everywhere.
I would hardly call the desk a musical instrument, but, that's okay.
You don't think this is a musical instrument?
Mm-mm.
Then what counts as one? Only flutes and pianos?
Well, no, but the desk is not an instrument. I mean, oh, I know. Let's make an instrument. Yeah.
Make an instrument?
Yeah, here. You just stay right here. Hold on. I'm gonna go get. Let's see. Here. Ready? Watch.
That's a musical instrument?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
impressive. That's only one note.
Well, you have to get more glasses. Here, I'll show you. Just stay right there, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, see, look here. We have some more notes, right? And you put them on each side, and then, wait, what happened? What happened to all my water, Kim?
Well, my throat was a little sore and I was thirsty and you brought me some water.
Well, all right, now I gotta go refill the water. Kim. All right, so here's some more. And Kim, you drink it again?
I'm really thirsty. It's hot outside.
It's time for the story before the story. Really?
The story before the story.
Today, we're in the book of Colossians. Colossians is one of 21 letters in the New Testament, written by the leaders of the early church to new Jesus followers.
The apostles wanted everyone to know about the radical new way Jesus wants us to live. In the Roman Empire, people like women, children, poor people, and enslaved people were viewed as worthless, with no hope of something better.
But within the church,
all people were viewed as equal because the believers knew that God loves everyone.
But the Apostle Paul heard that some false teachers were spreading lies about who Jesus is and what it means to follow him.
So Paul wrote a special letter to set the record straight.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
The Apostle Paul was pretty upset when he discovered false teachers were spreading lies about Jesus. So even though he was under house arrest at the time, he wrote a letter to remind them of the truth.
Paul wrote this: "The Son is the exact likeness of God, who can't be seen. The Son is first, and he is over all creation."
Paul made it clear Jesus shares God's power, and that it's only through following Jesus that we can live a life pleasing to God.
Toward the end of the letter, Paul got down to the nitty-gritty of what that looks like.
He wrote this: "Put up with one another. Forgive one another if you're holding something against someone. Forgive just as the Lord forgave you."
Easy peasy? Huh?
No. Okay, there is so much packed in those couple of sentences. I mean, put up with one another. That means treating each other with kindness, even if your friend doesn't agree with you about everything.
I put up with you.
I put up with you too.
Yeah. Wow. But that can be really hard, Cassandra. I mean, people are going to do and say things that bug you or make you mad.
Even your friends. Yep.
If you turn your back on everyone that annoys you, you're going to be awfully lonely.
Yeah. I mean, all right, now let's look at the second part of that verse. You ready? Here we go.
Okay.
Forgive one another if you are holding something against someone. Huh.
Okay, let's say you're in PE class and your friend picked someone else for the team when you thought you should have been picked.
Yeah. At first, that could just, like bug you just a little bit. Kind of like a pebble that got stuck in your shoe. It's just a little annoying.
But after you think about it for a little while, what your friend did seems to get bigger and bigger and heavier until it's like a giant weight that you're carrying.
Yeah. As long as you keep thinking about it and holding on to that weight, it will get between you and your friend. In fact, if you don't let go, you may lose your friend altogether.
Not only that, but holding on to this heavy weight takes up all your energy.
Thankfully, God made a way for us to let go of whatever we're holding against our friends or anyone else.
Paul wrote this in his letter to the Romans. But here is how God has shown his love for us. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us.
Yeah, God did not wait for us to get our act together before coming to rescue us. Instead, Jesus chose to give up his life for us while we were still a mess.
God moved first to make a way for us to be forgiven.
And because of that, we don't need to demand that someone else get it right before we choose to forgive.
When you choose to forgive, it's like you're letting go of that huge, heavy weight, and there's a much better chance that your friendship can be repaired.
Now, forgiving a friend does not mean that what they did was okay or that you have to let them keep hurting you. It simply means that you're leaving room for God to make things right.
You don't have to carry around that heavy weight anymore. When you choose to forgive your friends, you may find that they're more likely to forgive you too.
Let's see our verse all together one more time. You guys ready? Here we go. Put up with one another. Forgive one another if you're holding something against someone. Forgive just as the Lord forgave you.
Paul went on to write, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts. As parts of one body, you were appointed to live in peace.
We can only live in true peace and friendship with others when we make the choice to let go and forgive.
Forgiving others is so hard.
Especially when they drink all your water while you're trying to create some harmony with a new musical instrument. Yeah, kind of like that, Kim?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay, I hardly ever feel like forgiving. It's much easier to keep focusing on how someone has wronged me.
Forgiveness has to be a choice.
Yes, and Paul wanted us to see just how important Jesus is. And when you're following Jesus, it becomes easier to show love to others, like through forgiveness. Is to be quick to forgive.
Like if you feel like one of your friends is ignoring you or says something hurtful, you can and should forgive them.
Exactly. You should never let someone keep hurting you, but in many cases, forgiveness can be the glue that helps friends stick together.
All you have to do is let it go. Let it go.
Okay.
Let it go.
All right, so here's the big idea. Friends have to forgive one another.
Did you hear that? Friends forgive one another.
Yeah, I heard that. Yep. We should forgive our friends even when they drink all our water out of the jars when we're trying to make incredible musical instruments. And Kim,
I didn't do it on purpose.
I know.
My throat hurt. I was thirsty.
I know you were thirsty. I forgive you, Kim. I forgive you.
Maybe we could create a song together.
Maybe. Well, I'll see you next time on Central Kids TV. Oh, You know what we could do?
What?
You ready to do something?
What? Yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay. Uh-huh. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, woo!
Da da shark da 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 da